Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special G.I. Joe report here at Toy Wizards. That's toy-wizards.com for your daily toy news. I'm Scott Zillner, and we did a big roundtable media presentation with Hasbro. I love doing this. One, it gives me time to spend with all the other great guys, Full Force, His Tank, Dan over at Toy News Eye. Everybody's there. I left some people out. Sorry. But it's really nice to be with everybody because then they're asking questions and you're like, oh, I didn't even think to ask that. That's awesome. And then you get answers about different stuff and you're like, this is really, really good news. I can't wait to talk about it. That's what we're going to do right now. Now, you're going to have to bear with me because I had 3 pages of notes. So let's go with that. First off, the majority of this roundtable is to talk about what they discussed on the Hasbro Pulse Live. So most notably for that is the new digital releases they showed. They showed just a picture of it. We're going to show those pictures again. But we got a little more finer detail about some of those things and some new information that we didn't even think about. And that's why I love the roundtables and I love being able to tell you guys about it. First off, Duke with the Tiger Force Ram. That is a Target exclusive. It will come out later. They'll let us know when, blah, blah, blah. Yo-Joe June. Stuff about that. It is, what's really interesting about that is the question came up, hey, you're doing the Ram and this Tiger Force deco. We love it. Yeah, it's awesome. What about a Dreadnought cycle? And they're like, oh yeah, yeah. And they can't comment on anything they're not showing off. But they get this look in their eyes like, oh, yeah. You know, they can't tell you no. They can't tell you yes. But their eyes lit up like, you just wait and see. You just wait and see. We will get a Dreadnought cycle. I'm calling it right now. We will get a Dreadnought cycle. Oh, that's going to be nice. Very nice. Okay, next up, the Amazon exclusive is going to be the ninjas, the blue ninjas. You get 2 ninjas and they have different heads. So you got to buy 2 of them at least. They're going to be through Amazon. They're going to be more of them available. So we're not going to have that Storm Shadow or Roadblock issue where nobody could get any of them. But the guy down the street got some and it's not fair. Anyways, they're going to have more. That's also going to be released with the Kamakura that we did see at the last live that they had. No updates for it at this one, but it's going to be an Amazon exclusive with the blue ninjas. All of those are Amazon, and we'll probably get more details and hard copies of those figures in Yo-Joe June. Zartan and Storm Shadow are going to be retro carded figures. Those are going to be Walmart exclusives, and there's only going to be, count my fingers, 8 of those. And that's it. Because by that point, it becomes 2023, and 2023 for the G.I. Joe line, mostly, they're working this as a slow push, but we're going to lose plastic in the packaging. And that means, like a lot of the Transformer boxes that are coming out now, you're not going to be able to see the figures. And they know that's going to cause some anxiety about paint apps, and of course swaps. There's nothing they can do about swaps. You want to be really set against a swap and you're uncertain, open the box at the store right after you buy it. Buy it at the store before you walk out, open that box, boom, you open it up. There's a Mr. Pretzel in there. Take it back. Go, hey, this is swapped. I just walked out of the line. I opened it up and there's a potato in here. You know, return it right then. Just call them out on it. That's going to be an ongoing problem from now on with swappers. There's nothing you can do about it. Hasbro has committed to no plastic and all of their packaging is going to be changed that way. An example of Hasbro's G.I. Joe no plastic packaging is going to be the Viper 3-pack. Go back and look at that box. That's how we're going to see a lot of boxes and packaging going forward. A lot of the times, like our Comic Con packaging, It was already with no plastic on the, you couldn't see the figure because they had a shell that would come off. It's going to be paper, no plastic. 2023, no plastic. That means anything going on from that point, we're not going to have blister cards. All of Star Wars changes. All of G.I. Joe is changing. Everything's changing to no plastic 2023. There'll be some exceptions, and that's because where stuff is just getting late. Back to the sheet. Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, oh, dude, Sergeant Slaughter is a mixture of both Sunbow, which is the cartoon, and the comic. So it's not either or. It is kind of both of them in an interpretation for G.I. Joe Classified. Whereas the Zartan and Storm Shadow are Sunbow inspired. And I believe they're doing the Sunbow inspired figures because Super 7 is just knocking it out of the park with their animated line of Ultimates. So Sergeant Slaughter has no release date. Same with Dr. Mindbender, which I absolutely love. And we see a progression in storyline. They are keeping stories here of Serpentor. Serpentor is coming. I'm telling you right now, we will get a Serpentor. It'll probably be 2023. But yeah, the big snake is on the horizon there. We're going to get the big snake. I'm telling you. The special item in the box, if you didn't understand what they were talking about, Sergeant Slaughter had the G.I. Joe belt. G.I. Joe belt's going to come with that Sergeant Slaughter figure. I'm ruining it for you right now. It's not really a surprise. If you watch their live show, Emily teased it as bluntly as she could. You're going to get the G.I. Joe belt. Awesome accessory for those wrestling fans that love Sergeant Slaughter, or your animation fans that love Sergeant Slaughter, or your comic book fans that love Sergeant Slaughter. It's going to give you everything in that package. We're going to get several variations of them over the years. I'm fine with all of that. Just give me Sergeant Slaughter. And, you know, I wouldn't say no to a Triple T. And, you know, just put it out there. Wouldn't say no. No, I would not say no. HasLab Classified. Whew, that is coming. They are planning on it. They are trying to figure out what to do for a HasLab Classified. Now, the Sky Striker was even, for a moment, they thought about, can we make this for Classified? And they sketched it out for scale, and Lenny could put his kid on it. Like, it was just so big on cardboard, on paper. And they're like, no, we're not going to make this. So it will probably be something smaller. People in the round table put up a couple things. They're like, what about the Dreadnought Thunder Machine? And I'm just like, yes. Triple T, yes. Vamp, yes. Like, we literally won't say no to anything in the Classified scale. Now, there's a lot of homebrewers out there that are making their own vehicles left and right. You're not going to be able to stop them from 3D printing vehicles. But to get a HasLab project, it would probably see it in 2023. And they don't know what they're going to do yet, but we will see HasLab Classified. I'm pretty happy with that. Plastic free 2023, yes. Oh, here we go. A Foot Locker. Yeah. So with this new no plastic packaging, they're going to give you a little box which has the item number on the box, and that's going to be a Foot Locker, and inside the Foot Locker will have all the weapons. And they'll be wrapped in paper, and then if they're soft weapons, they'll have a cardboard back and then wrapped in paper. So it's going to keep your stuff protected. You won't have to cut any bad twist ties. And you're going to get these cool little Foot Lockers for your Joes to put all their weapons in. And I'm like, that's pretty nice. I'm digging that. I like that a lot. So we're going to get Foot Lockers. Why are we not going to see a hole cut in the box so we know that, you know, that roadblock is looking straight at us when they make a Roadblock 7 Tiger Force Electric Boogaloo? They're not going to do that because the heads can pop off. And as a rule now for Hasbro, any head that could just pop off, Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe, you can just pop those suckers off. They will not give a hole cut in the box. Now, Transformers are like, you know, bolt screwed in. So we're going to have Transformers where you can see into the box and see the dude, and he's wrapped up with paper ties. But G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, anything where the head can pop off, no. You will not get a hole in the box. They are going to be solid box things. Because of TikTok. It's all about TikTok. You TikTokers, look what you did. TikTok. All right. I'm going to go to the next page. We got digital paint masters. From now on, all the toys are just digital paint masters. I'm a paint master for actual toys, and that means I paint actual paint on a production piece, on a resin copy, on a 3D printed copy, and you can then see what the colors are, and that's sent to China for them to replicate. They're doing that straight digital, so there is never going to be a physical paint master anymore. They will do production output on the other side in China, send that over, and then they're going to color correct that way. And apparently it's going to be quicker, so we're going to see some timelines cut down a little bit, but there is no more physical paint masters. COVID has killed that completely. I'm looking at my list. There's so much stuff here. There's just, oh man, great stuff. Yojo. Let's go. They're going to keep doing some repaints. There's going to be some repaint delays. The retro packs, we already covered this. There's only going to be 8 of them. They will end at the end of this year and 2023. They're going to go with a new line, a new something. So the retro card backs are really limited. They're only for 2022. If there's delays, we may see them early 2023. But then for the next line, it will not be retro card backs because they can't give us plastic. They were not, however, out of line of giving out different lines. Night Force came up and they just kind of kept talking about it. So with Tiger Force, with Python Patrol, with Night Force, Ninja Force, we're going to see those things come out as either retailer exclusives, and occasionally after the retailer exclusive stops, say we get Tiger Force for 2 years and then Target wants to only do Red Force because all their exclusives have to be red. Super 7 Red Ninja is an example of that. Thrust, like they just get red exclusives. They like to do that at Target. They think it's cool. We don't think it's cool. Just give us a good toy. We will get different lines. Now, once that line is done, say Tiger Force is done from Target, then they can still give us a Tiger Force figure down the line separate, other than just only for Target. Or so we can get a Night Force guy down the line, or we can get that, Tiger Force hit and run and down the line boxed by himself to go with that assortment of figures. So that will keep on going even after a retailer exclusive stops. Great stuff. Great stuff. Please follow us on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and like and subscribe to these videos so we can keep bringing you such great content.
And Cool's teaming up with a good balanced breakfast.
Teaming up with Mr. T cereal. It's getting on the team that knows how cool breakfast can be. You get a crispy corn taste with a touch of brown sugar. Teaming up with Mr. T.
It's cool.
Teaming up with Mr. T. Golden sweet crispy teas. One bite and you're gonna be eating with a team that's teaming up with Mr. T.
It's cool.
Teaming up with Mr. T.